As ma'am said, you all are here, students, to attend a special lecture. And the topic for this special lecture today is NEP, that is National Education Policy 2020, and the vision of Swami Vivekananda. NEP 2020, this policy, let me tell you, students, do you have first of all any idea about NEP 2020? Have you heard this term before? Have you? Can you raise your hands, please? You have. Very good. Can you tell me what it is about? Yes, there. Yes, you only. Yeah. Can you tell me what it is all about? Okay, very good. कब करी है?
एग्जैक्ट डेट तो नहीं बता पाऊंगा।
अच्छा।
पिछले साल की बात है
2020 बिल्कुल ठीक कह रहे हैं। पिछले साल की बात है, जुलाई में हुए, 30 जुलाई को इंट्रोड्यूस हुई है। बिल्कुल ठीक कह रहे हैं। ये 21st सेंचुरी में जिसमें हम एग्जिस्ट करते हैं स्टूडेंट्स अभी, उसकी ये पहली नेशनल एजुकेशन पॉलिसी है। इससे पहले दो और एजुकेशन पॉलिसीज रही हैं इन 68 एंड 86, है ना। 86 जो थी उसका रिवीजन हुआ, 92 उसमें नहीं जाएंगे, उतना डिटेल में हिस्टोरिकल बैकग्राउंड्स में नहीं जाएंगे। I will talk to you more about the new education policy 2020, which of course has been introduced for the first time in the 21st century. The 21st century की पहली एजुकेशन पॉलिसी है, नेशनल एजुकेशन पॉलिसी है। बहुत रेलेवेंट इसलिए है क्योंकि उन सारे स्किल्स को इंक्लूड करती है, वो सारे स्किल्स जो 21st सेंचुरी में एज ए लर्नर आपके लिए बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट हैं। जब 21st सेंचुरी में आप हैं और एग्जिस्ट करते हैं तो 21st सेंचुरी के स्किल्स के साथ ही आपको कोप भी करना पड़ेगा, है ना? Yes or no? I'm not running any PPTs here, students, so I want this lecture to be very interactive, right? I'll keep on asking you, you have to keep your ears open, eyes open, right? And try to be as participative and as interactive to serve the purpose of the lecture, please. This is not going to be a one-way affair. So, जब हम, I can keep bilingual this touch in my lecture, or should I go completely in English? Would you be fine if I keep it English altogether?
Yes, ma'am.
Huh?
Yes, ma'am. You can bilingual also, and as you wish, ma'am.
It is more about I want their participation actually. Okay.
So keep it in bilingual.
Yeah. That's what I feel. Okay. So, first of all, students, the first question that could come to your mind, not my mind, your mind, as a participant, you know, and as an attendee here in this special lecture is that how come the two things. One is National Education Policy 2020, which, you know, obviously was introduced last year, so very new in its concept, so very new, right, in the paradigms that it has introduced, is on the one side, and on the other side is the vision of Swami Vivekananda. Swami Vivekananda was born in 1863 and unfortunately died very young when he was just 39, you know, in 1902. So more than 100 years back. More than 100 years back. So how could there be, you know, a connect between the two? This is a very obvious question, you know, that can grip your minds. That how come new education policy has anything to do with somebody who was there, you know, more than 100 years back, existed then? How could there be a connect between the two? Now, this connect, students, is very interesting. First of all, let me tell you that Swami Vivekananda, you must have heard the name of Swami Vivekananda, everybody? Yes. He was a spiritual guru, we all know. Spiritual guru. Now, why he is so renowned? Because he made his mark internationally on the world platform. Right? He spoke about Hinduism to the people when he went abroad, and he went places. Right? His oratorial skills, his ideas, his philosophies, his doctrines, everything was literally lapped up by the Westerners. Now the question is why? Why was it lapped up by the Westerners? So the reason is that he was a revolutionary. A revolutionary in the truest sense of the term, revolutionary. Why revolutionary? Because he discarded the education system of his times, and he said this is useless, discard it. This won't work. This is proposed by Macaulay, and Macaulay has nothing to do, he knows nothing about education system. He just wants the people who are studying in schools and colleges to turn out as clerks, as slaves, merely to serve. This is not the purpose, and this could not be the purpose of education. इस education system से सिर्फ आप clerks को produce करेंगे. That's it. No thinking beings can be produced. So he condemned, he discarded the education system. And this is the reason, students, why, because he had those revolutionary ideas then, he is considered to be an out-of-the-box educationist. Out of the box. Out of the box educationist? Innovator. You know, somebody has something new, some creative. So he had those creative ideas, he had those, revolutionary ideas that education, this is not education, he said, what you are doing. Merely holding degrees, no? Just giving the doses of knowledge to the students, which they could cram and then reproduce, recall and reproduce, and that's it. This is not how it is going to be done. So he said that we need a revamp. Right? The education must be revamped, he said. This is what he said then, students. And the new education policy drafters, the policy makers, right, the government body, decided about this now. And all the philosophies and all the doctrines related to education, which he taught then more than 100 years back, you find all of them, students, now in the education policy of 2020. This is the relevance of Swami Vivekananda's teachings and philosophies, and this is the reason why the two have been intertwined today for this special lecture today. Are you getting my point?
Yes.
I hope it's clear to you now. What is the reason? First of all, because you must know what you are here for. आप यहाँ बैठे किस लिए हैं? ये टॉपिक जो है, ये टाइटल है, इसका मतलब क्या है? दोनों को कैसे रिलेट कर रहे हैं? न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी 2020 की बात कर रहे हैं, और उसको हम रिलेट कर रहे हैं किससे? विजन से, स्वामी विवेकानंद के, जो उनका जन्म ही 1863 में हुआ था. जब 1893 में वो शिकागो गए स्टूडेंट्स, किसी तरह मैनेज करके, वो हिस्टोरिकल बहुत ज्यादा बैकग्राउंड्स में नहीं जाएंगे क्योंकि समय सीमित है. जब वो 1893 में एक अपने कॉन्फ्रेंस पेपर के लिए शिकागो गए, वर्ल्ड रिलीजन पर एक पार्लियामेंट में उन्होंने वो पेपर प्रेजेंट किया था. जब उनका टर्न आया स्टूडेंट्स उस लेक्चर को डिलीवर करने का, तो उन्होंने जो शुरुआत करी अपने लेक्चर की, उन्होंने कहा, सिस्टर्स एंड ब्रदर्स ऑफ अमेरिका. This is how he started his lecture. This is not a sentence, it's just a phrase. Mind you? It's just a phrase, it's not even a sentence. He said, sisters and brothers of America. And everybody stood up, they rose up and they applauded for him. What could be the reason? All this that I'm saying, students, is directly related to national education policy. So please don't be misguided that I'm talking about something which is unrelated. This is very much related. Can you think of, students, a reason why this could happen? Why this could have rather happened that, such a roaring applause he got from the audiences? When he started his lecture, sisters and brothers of America, he said, and people went berserk, the audiences went berserk. Oh my God. Such was the impact that it created just by saying one phrase at the start of the lecture. What could be the reason that it could arouse such uproarious applause from the audience and students? What could be the reason?
The way he started that sentence or phrase.
You mean the manner?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, not very close. Anybody else? Not very close, yeah.
Ma'am, basically in America, in the starting of the speech, they say that, ladies and gentlemen, he was the only one who got out of the box and said, brothers of America, brothers and sisters of America. He was unique.
Okay, I can take it. I can take it. In a way, yes, it was unique. And what else could be the reason?
His oratory skills.
Okay, that was there. We already said, established. He was a very, 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 very good speaker. Brilliantly good speaker. Yes, established fact. Anybody else? What could be the reason?
मैम he showed very closeness, means अपनापन दिखाया उन्हें sisters and brothers को.
Yeah, very good. Very good. Sisters and brothers से क्या पता चलता है? That I accept you all. Unison, unity. What is Hinduism all about? Very good, beta. What is Hinduism all about, students? Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. आज हम बात करते हैं ना, आज मतलब 21st सेंचुरी में हम बात करते हैं, ग्लोबलाइजेशन की बात करते हैं, है ना? 1991 में हम लिबरलाइजेशन की बात कर रहे थे, प्राइवेटाइजेशन, नो? बीइंग अ ग्लोबल सिटीजन, ग्लोबल विलेज में रहते हैं, ग्लोबल सिटीजन है, ये बात हम अभी करते हैं. स्वामी विवेकानंद ने ये बात 100 साल पहले बोली थी. He was a true internationalist, very modern in his approach. Though he was always, draping saffron robes. But then modernity is about the mind. Modernity is not about the dress that you wear. It is not about your attire. It is about a mindset. So he had the mindset of a modern thinker. He was a modern in the truest sense of the term, modern. Sisters and brothers of America, that I accept you all. We all are one. This oneness, and this was the central principle doctrine of Swami Vivekananda, that we all are one. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. यही उन्होंने जा जाके अलग अलग, अब क्योंकि उन्होंने इतना अच्छा लेक्चर दिया, उनका जो कॉन्फ्रेंस पेपर था, that went exceedingly well. It was very warmly accepted by all. तो फिर उनको ज्यादा इन्विटेशंस मिलने लगे, पूरी दुनिया में घूम घूम के उन्होंने इसी बात को बताया. तो इसलिए हिंदुइज्म के बारे में, जो हिंदुइज्म का उन्होंने प्रचार किया, अलग अलग जगह जाकर हिंदुइज्म के बारे में उन्होंने लेक्चर दिया स्टूडेंट्स, उससे हिंदुइज्म को एक वर्ल्ड प्लेटफॉर्म पे पहचान मिली. इसीलिए हम स्वामी विवेकानंद को आज याद करते हैं, उनसे इंस्पायर होते हैं, इंस्पिरेशनल आइकन उनको हम मानते हैं. ऐसा काम किया उन्होंने, हमारे हिंदुइज्म को वो ले गए वर्ल्ड प्लेटफॉर्म पे और वहां पे सब लोगों को बताया, लुक, दिस इज व्हाट हिंदुइज्म इज ऑल अबाउट. दिस इज नॉट समथिंग व्हिच इज नैरो. इट इज नॉट समथिंग व्हिच इज रेस्ट्रिक्टेड. इट इज related with embracing, the power of embracing everybody, your fellow beings, your brethren. That is what it is all about. The new education policy, students, has 3 foundational pillars on which it is built, right? I will be relating Swami Vivekananda's vision with the 3 pillars of the new education policy and what it entails for you as a student, because you are a stakeholder. ये मानते हैं ना? New education policy implement होनी शुरू हुई है, implement हुई नहीं है. Implement कौन करेगा? इम्प्लीमेंट कौन करेगा? एजुकेटर्स करेंगे, है ना? लीडर्स करेंगे. गवर्नमेंट इनिशिएटिव तो हो गया, अभी कौन करेगा उसको इम्प्लीमेंट? और किसके कंट्रीब्यूशन से होगा? आपके कंट्रीब्यूशन के बिना नहीं होगा, है ना? तो ये नेशनल एजुकेशन जो पॉलिसी है 2020, अपने आप इम्प्लीमेंट नहीं हो जाएगी बाय सम डिवाइन इंटरवेंशन. ऐसा कुछ नहीं होगा. इसको इम्प्लीमेंट करने में, ये जो 10 साल का समय दिया गया है कि डिकेड में आप इसको इम्प्लीमेंट कर दीजिए, उसको इम्प्लीमेंट करने में आप लोगों का जो रोल है वो बहुत बहुत क्रूशियल है, बहुत क्रिटिकल है. आपका रोल एज अ स्टूडेंट, एज अ लर्नर, ये बात जान लीजिए. ये जो लेक्चर है आज का स्पेशल लेक्चर, ये आपको ये बताने के लिए है कि आपका क्या रोल है नेशनल एजुकेशन पॉलिसी के इम्प्लीमेंटेशन में. आपको क्या करना है? जो गवर्नमेंट ने करना था वो गवर्नमेंट ने किया, पॉलिसी बना के एक बहुत बढ़िया हमको दे दी, लेकिन उसका इम्प्लीमेंटेशन तो हम करेंगे ना. क्या खाली टीचर्स कर सकते हैं, एजुकेटर्स कर सकते हैं? नहीं कर सकते हैं. टीचिंग लर्निंग ही अपने आप में क्या है? टीचिंग भी नहीं बोला जाता है. टीचिंग लर्निंग इज वन फिनोमिनन, नो, इट इज नॉट सेपरेट. हाउ कैन टीचिंग बी सेपरेटेड फ्रॉम लर्निंग? How can student be separated from a teacher? ये तो प्रोसेस है, उस प्रोसेस का आप हिस्सा है. ठीक है, 3 फाउंडेशनल पिलर्स की बात करते हैं स्टूडेंट्स. The implementation of new education policy will remain a distant dream. It will remain a distant dream because you are a major stakeholder. Who? The students. You got to change. You got to come into action. Only then the new education policy is going to work, otherwise it won't. What is it, by the way? Just a document. It's just a document that has to be implemented. The ideas have to be implemented. They need to be, they need to come to life. Who will bring them to life? You will bring them to life. You all. You got the first point? Research. Be a researcher, students. Be a researcher. One thing is given to you, try to find out something more about it. Add a little more. And then try to discuss the same with your teacher also. They will be too happy, I'm telling you. टीचर्स को बहुत अच्छा लगता है, मैं टीचर माइसेल्फ, बहुत अच्छा लगता है टीचर्स को जब स्टूडेंट आगे पूछते हैं, एक्स्ट्रा पूछते हैं, बहुत अच्छा लगता है. हाँ, क्योंकि एज ए टीचर हमेशा आप स्टूडेंट्स को और ज्यादा ग्रो करते हुए देखना चाहते हैं. तो जब आप एक्स्ट्रा इन्फॉर्मेशन, एक्स्ट्रा नॉलेज बिट्स के साथ जाते हैं, उनको बहुत अच्छा लगता है. दे ब्लेस यू, दे सपोर्ट यू, दे हेल्प यू. वो भी आपके साथ एक एक्स्ट्रा माइल चलने के लिए तैयार है. ठीक है. सेकेंड पॉइंट स्टूडेंट्स, इनोवेशन. इनोवेशन से क्या समझते हैं? व्हाट इज इनोवेशन? यस,
to improve or replace something.
इनोवेट करना ना. कुछ इनोवेट करने के लिए क्या क्या माइंडसेट चाहिए? इनोवेट करने के लिए कुछ अलग हटके सोचना पड़ेगा, तब होगा ना. यस, वेरी गुड. न्यू आइडियाज. Yes, very good. New techniques, very good. New ideas, new techniques. Very good. Yes. Yes, creativity चाहिए. 2 तरह की थिंकिंग होती है ना, एक कन्वर्जेंट है, एक डाइवर्जेंट है. डाइवर्जेंट थिंकिंग अगर आपकी है तो अपने आप क्रिएटिव थिंकिंग आएगी. सब एक रास्ते पे चल रहे हैं, आपने अपना रास्ता चेंज कर लिया, आप दूसरे रास्ते को आपने चूज कर लिया, है ना, विद सम पर्पस. विदाउट पर्पस तो कुछ भी वर्क नहीं करेगा. तो सब एक रास्ते पे जा रहे हैं, आपने दूसरा रास्ता चूज कर लिया पर्पसफुली. माइंड यू, ये मत भूलिएगा, आपने दूसरा रास्ता चूज कर लिया पर्पसफुली. दूसरा रास्ता चूज कर लिया, किसी ऑब्जेक्टिव को अचीव करने के लिए चूज कर लिया. इट विल टेक यू समवेयर. लेकिन उसमें क्या है? इट इज फ्रॉट विद फियर. उसमें डर है. इसीलिए तो कन्फॉर्मिस्ट होते हैं ज्यादातर लोग. कन्फॉर्मिटी क्यों प्रिवेल करती है हमारे बीच में? क्योंकि उसमें सिक्योरिटी है, वो हमें सिक्योरिटी देती है. 5 students in the class are speaking on the same lines. The 6th student will be tempted to speak on the same lines too. It gives security. कुछ नया बोलेंगे, कुछ हटके बोलेंगे तो बैकलैश हो सकता है ना. We can be a butt of ridicule also. कुछ नया बोल दिया, अलग बोल दिया, उसमें इनसिक्योरिटी है. तो जब आप कुछ नया करते हैं स्टूडेंट्स, वो इनोवेट करते हैं, आप चाहे कोई मशीन कर रहे हैं, कोई आप टूल कर रहे हैं, कोई ऑब्जेक्ट कर रहे हैं, या कोई आइडिया आपके दिमाग में कंसीव हो रहा है, वो अलग है, डिफरेंट है. तो क्या कर रहा है? इट्स अ फियरफुल सिचुएशन, इट्स नॉट इजी. सो व्हाट यू नीड टू हैव द करेज. कैसा करेज? करेज ऑफ कन्विक्शन चाहिए इनोवेट करने के लिए. करेज ऑफ कन्विक्शन चाहिए ना. ऐसे नहीं होगा. ऐसे तो आसान वही जो चल रहा है. इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज में स्टूडेंट्स एक सेइंग है, देयर इज ऑलवेज रूम एट द टॉप. देयर इज ऑलवेज रूम एट द टॉप. इंप्रूव करने के लिए किसी भी सिचुएशन को, स्टूडेंट सर्कमस्टेंस को इंप्रूव करने के लिए स्कोप हमेशा रहता है. सो नेवर एवर बी कॉम्प्लिसेंट. न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी आपको बताती है कि कॉम्प्लिसेंसी का जो भाव है उसको एक तरफ रख दीजिए. डोंट बी एवर बी कॉम्प्लिसेंट स्टूडेंट्स अबाउट योर स्टडीज, about something that you want to achieve. Set your goals, stick to the goals, and try to be different. Right? Different कैसे? कैसे different? By thinking about new ideas, new approaches. कैसे किसी चीज को आप बेहतर बना सकते हैं? बेटर कैसे बना सकते हैं? बहुत सारे मोटिवेशनल स्पीकर्स हैं, स्टूडेंट्स रहे हैं, अभी भी है, there's a huge market. एक बहुत पुराने जो मोटिवेशनल स्पीकर है शिव खेरा, उनकी एक बहुत एक वाइडली उनकी जो सर्कुलेटेड किताब है उसका नाम है विनर्स डोंट डू डिफरेंट थिंग्स, दे डू थिंग्स डिफरेंटली. हाँ, छोटी सी किताब है पर मिलियंस एंड मिलियंस एंड मिलियंस कॉपीज उसकी सोल्ड आउट हो चुकी हैं. 20-25 साल हो गए होंगे उस किताब को पब्लिश हुए. I speak the title once again. Winners don't do different things, they do things differently. यानी वही छोटी छोटी चीजें जो आप रोज कर रहे हैं, very small things, right? उसी में improve करने की कोशिश करिए. Don't wait for something to happen, you know. जब कुछ बड़ा होगा, don't wait for the heavens to fall. Don't wait. Just see the small things, because small is big and big is small, students, like we say philosophically. Small is always big. Take care of the small things. In your class, around your class, as a student, what are those smallest, minutest things that you can be careful about? Keep your eyes open. Try to improve. As a student, how can I improve? You're a student, you're sitting in the class, coming to the, school daily. How can I improve myself as a student? Always keep this thought, working in your mind. How can I become better, a better version of my own self? And what should I do about it? Talk to people. Your seniors, your teachers, go and talk to them. Ma'am, tell me what should I do? How can I get it better at this? Tell me please. Because you have to go, no? You have to show the interest. Are you getting my point what I'm trying to say? Start with the very simple things, Take care of the small things and the big things will take care of themselves. Don't worry about the big things. Only the small things matter. And they do matter greatly. Remember this. This is very precarious. This is very, very precarious. The third is quality. Hello. The third is quality. Quality consciousness. Now, who has to students ensure the quality? Right? It will be ensured from the school side, in your case. It will be ensured from the faculty side, in your case. And from whose side? From your side. Right? So this lecture is about your side of quality consciousness. This is not about the quality consciousness from the school side or the faculty side. This is about your side of contribution. You as a student, you remain to be quality conscious students. How can I improve the quality of my learning? The quality of my growth? This phenomenon, students, of quality has been talked about like anything. No? It has been talked about nationally, internationally, in seminars and conferences. People are presenting papers relating quality to one aspect of their, profession with another aspect of their profession, and how to bring about more qualitative, how to raise the qualitative standards of their works and their lives. There's been a lot of, things going on related to quality. Can I ask you, as a student, what you think about quality enhancement in your life, which could bring, give a flip to your learning?
Always try to be better.
Okay, always try to be better. How can you do that?
By revising the practices which I have done before and try to qualify it, to enhance it by the help of the teachers, by the help of the books.
Yeah, little generalized. Can you make it more concrete, students? Like when I take your class, when I'm teaching general and legal English to in the class, I always ask you students to revise. I think 1,000 times by now, I must have uttered the word revise. Students, revise. Revise. Why do I ask you? Because it's a strategy. It's a strategy to stay afloat. How will you stay afloat as a student when you revise? Such a small thing, simple thing. Doesn't take more than 10 minutes at the most. Read, flip the pages, and there you are. Revision sounds so simple. The easiest thing in the world to do. But the power that it has is unimaginable. Revise today, revise tomorrow, and then take after that, and then keep on doing that, and then see the result. You'll be surprised yourself. You'll be surprised yourself. The teacher will ask the question, and you will know the answer, and you will raise your hand. Isn't it about self-esteem, students? Isn't it about self-esteem? The teacher asks you a thing and you know the answer. How empowered you feel when you raise your hand? Why? Because you revised. Why? Because you're also researching. You're adding more to it. Make yourself powerful, students. That's my message to you today through this special lecture. Feel empowered. And this empowerment, students, is going to be generated, is going to be propelled only by you alone. Nobody else can do that for you. Mark my words. Nobody else. No policy in this world can do that for you. No teacher, no guide can do that for you. Only you have to take the initiative. Let me very quickly, students, I hope the 3 pointers are clear to you, students. I mean, do you have any question here? Any doubt, any question that comes to your mind, you can always stand up and ask without any hesitation. NEP talks about flexibility. So this special lecture also has a lot of flexibility. You can ask any question, any doubt that comes to your mind. Let me talk to you, students, a little about the 21st century skills that we have been talking about. No? I started the lecture and I said that NEP caters to the 21st century skills. 21st century skills. What are those 21st century skills, students? The first one goes flexibility. National Education Policy 2020, students, speaks about flexibility in a big way. Flexibility in subjects, flexibility in the course of your study, flexibility in the duration of your study, right? Flexibility in the ideas. It says that education must be multidisciplinary now. And it discourages the standalone institutions. All professional institutions, the new education policy says, must not be now standalone. There must be interdisciplinarity, multidisciplinarity in all the academic institutions. What is that, students? What do you mean by that? That if a science student wants to take up a subject which is from the art stream, is free to. A commerce student wants to, study something which falls into the realm of science subject, so science stream is free too. So there is this freedom of choice. You can choose the subject that you want to. So there are no restrictions, no? There are no barriers. There are no barriers. And what is the reason? Why is the policy advocating this barrier-less educational institution system? Why is it advocating? Because it wants to make the education truly holistic. Holistic means wholesome, complete, round up of your personality. No? It should not be lopsided. It should not be lopsided. For example, if I give you the example, students, to have the scientific temperament and the scientific mindset, do you have to really be a science student? Do you have to be a science student? No, you don't have to. You don't have to. If you want to be, you will be. It's about seeing things, perceiving things as they are. It's about seeing the cause and effect relationship between the variables. It's about staying objective. That gives you scientific temperament, students. You don't have to be a science student to do that. You don't need a degree in some science subject to do that. No? So multidisciplinarity means that you belong to one realm of study and you can still, enter into the other realm by taking up the choices of other subjects, and you can study and you can grow. It is all about your choice, the choices that you make. So there is flexibility in the choice, students, of the subjects that you make. There is also flexibility, no compartmentalization anymore. Like we earlier had watertight compartmentalizations, they don't exist anymore. So there is this breaking of the walls, through NEP 2020. It gives you more flexibility to choose. Fine? Like Swami Vivekananda always used to say that vocational education is a must. Why vocational education is a must? Because that gives you empowerment, that gives you the confidence. And he always advocated confidence building education, education that builds confidence in you. If your education, students, is not giving you confidence, trust me, it is not worth it. It is not worth it. It's a mere waste of time and energy and resources. And the result is so it must, students, enhance and bring quality to your life. It must give you the confidence to face the world. So he always advocated vocational education, and NEP has a lot of thrust to students which is given to the vocational education aspect in the national education policy, so that you feel empowered in the truest sense of the term. Productivity. We live in a world, students, which is so full of distractions. Information age, after all. No, there are so many outlets. So many outlets are there, and there is always a scope to be, to be distracted, because distraction is something that will anyhow happen. You can't help it. So how to stay productive? Devise some strategies, devise some plans at your own level which are best suited to you, because one size fits all policy will not work here. One size will not fit all. So you have to devise your own strategies, your own small, plans which you can stick to on a regular basis. As a student, I'm saying that this is my plan because that works for me. This is the best plan. It works for me. It might not work for the other person, but it works for me. So what works best for you, you have to find out. You have to find out. Keep on working. See how far it's going for you. If it's going, then keep it with you and practice and adhere to it. So try to stay, students, productive. Try to increase your efficiency levels with each day. Try to increase. Don't be stagnant. Try to increase. This is about 21st century. This is about staying in the 21st century. You are law students, and law education is like, it's like something. It demands something from you. No? It demands something from you as a student. Law education. That global competitiveness is there. No? We talk about the global good, global common good through law education. We talk about ethics. We talk about constitutional values when you talk about law education and the law students. You talk about morals, you talk about principles, rule of law after all. You want to feel safe, you want to feel secure, you want to feel, productive. How will we stay productive if we feel unsafe? We can't be. So the rule of law, what are you going to do? What are you going to do, students, to help ensure that happen? Are you following this, what I'm saying? Responsibility is far too much. Responsibility is far too much, and as a student, you must know about the ethics and the morals and the principles that law education entails. Right? Because you will be, pitted against all the best globally. Law education, won't be complete unless and until there is global competitiveness to it. Are you getting my point what I'm trying to say? Initiative. What is initiative? Initiative. Yes, very good. To start what? Start. Well, for that matter, anything, a project.
Government schemes. Various government schemes.
Something.
Government schemes.
Government?
जैसे नीति आयोग की इनिशिएटिव होती है।
अच्छा, अभी नीति आयोग के इनिशिएटिव की बात नहीं कर रहे हैं हम, तो आपके इनिशिएटिव की बात कर रहे हैं। नीति आयोग तो इनिशिएटिव लेती है, वो तो लेती रहती है। ये एनईपी भी तो इनिशिएटिव है ना, गवर्नमेंट ने लिया, एक पॉलिसी आपके लिए बना दी। अब ये कैसे इसका इम्प्लीमेंटेशन होगा, ये आपके इनिशिएटिव पर डिपेंड करेगा। इनिशिएटिव का मतलब क्या है? स्टार्टिंग प्रोजेक्ट्स on your own. Nobody is pushing you for that. Nobody is nudging you for that. Don't wait for a nudge. Don't wait somebody to push. Hand holding is a fine thing, I understand, it's very good. As a student, you must be looking for hand holding from the teachers. That's fine, acceptable, understood. But as a student, अगर आप initiative लेते हैं, तो वो आपको empower करेगा. अपने आप से कुछ initiate करिए, कुछ program, कोई activity, proposal लेकर जाइए. This is the plan that I have, ma'am. This is the plan that I have, sir. This is what I have conceived. This is my idea. This is my idea. This is how I want it to happen. So try to initiate. ऐसा नहीं कि कोई आपसे कहेगा, टीचर आपको जो बोलेंगे वो तो आपको करना ही करना है, वो तो आप करेंगे। कुछ अपने आप से भी करिए. Something from your side. इससे क्या आएगा आपके अंदर? इससे क्या आएगा आपके अंदर? लीडरशिप. हाँ, लीडर तो वो नहीं होता है जो सिर्फ खुद लीडर होता है. लीडर तो वो होता है जो हर फॉलोअर को लीडर में कन्वर्ट कर देता है. लीडर वो होता है. लीडर कभी वो नहीं होता जो फॉलोअर्स की आर्मी देखना चाहता है. लीडर वो होता है जो सारे फॉलोअर्स को लीडर्स में ही कन्वर्ट कर देता है. वो होता है असली लीडर. आप समझ रहे हैं? So you all are leaders in your own right. Please try to understand. You all are leaders in your own right. सब अपने अपने राइट में लीडर्स हैं. आप इनिशिएटिव लेते हैं तो लीडरशिप आप अपने आप ओनरशिप आ जाती है आपके पास. जब आप इनिशिएटिव लेंगे तो आपके पास ओनरशिप आ जाएगी. जब ओनरशिप आ जाएगी तो लीडरशिप तो अपने आप चेस करेगी, अपने आप फॉलो करेगी आपको. यू विल बिकम अ लीडर. यू विल फील एम्पावर्ड लाइक अ लीडर. It is all about the steps that you take, students. Please try to understand what I'm trying to convey to you. You try to take the initiative and the leadership, the power of leadership, you will feel. Are you getting the point what I'm trying to say? If you have any question, please ask. You're free to ask any question that comes to your mind. I'm here to answer all. Social skills. Social skills, very important. In the last 20-25 years, there has been a lot of, talks about people skills, emotional intelligence. People skills related to social skills only. Emotional intelligence related to social skills only. हाँ? Social skills से कैसे social skill important क्यों है? NEP बहुत ज़्यादा बात करती है किसके बारे में? Teams के बारे में, collaboration के बारे में. You are not an island. आइलैंड बन के नहीं रहना है आपको. टीम्स में काम करना है और लोगों के साथ कोलैबोरेट करना है. आइडियाज को एक्सचेंज करना है. ग्रो कैसे करेंगे? आइडियाज को एक्सचेंज करेंगे. अपने तक नहीं रखना है. आपने कुछ अच्छा पढ़ा, आपने कुछ अच्छा सुना, उसको शेयर करिए अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ, अपने क्लासमेट्स के साथ. गिव देम एवरीथिंग गुड दैट यू गॉट टू रीड, दैट यू गॉट टू हियर. शेयर विद एवरीबॉडी अराउंड. इससे वो तो ग्रो करेंगे ही, आप और ज्यादा ग्रो करेंगे, है ना? शेयरिंग से आप ग्रो करते हैं। शेयरिंग से कभी भी जो आपकी एक्यूमुलेटेड जो वेल्थ है, जो अंडरस्टैंडिंग है, वो कभी कम नहीं होती, वो और ग्रो करती है, ये ध्यान रखिएगा। इसलिए शेयर करिए, जितना अच्छा पढ़ा आपने, जो अच्छा सुना आपने, उसको शेयर करिए अपने क्लासमेट्स के साथ। सोशल स्किल्स को ग्रो करिए, कोलैबोरेशन में काम करिए, कोई ऐसा एक्टिविटी, कोई ऐसा प्लान, कोई ऐसा प्रोजेक्ट स्टार्ट करिए जो आप और लोगों के साथ, अपने क्लासमेट्स के साथ एज ए टीम जिसको आप एग्जीक्यूट कर पाए, राइट? बिकॉज देयर इज पावर इन कोलैबोरेशन। NEP talks and relies heavily on collaboration and collaborative projects. वो स्टैंड अलोन प्रोजेक्ट्स का टाइम चला गया। 21st century is all about collaboration. जितना ज्यादा कोलैबोरेटिव स्पिरिट आपकी रहेगी, उतना ज्यादा अच्छे रिजल्ट्स आप दे पाएंगे। Is this being clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
स्वामी विवेकानंद के जितने भी आइडियाज थे स्टूडेंट्स, वो फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी से रिलेटेड हों, वो प्रोडक्टिविटी से रिलेटेड हो, अपने आप को मेंटेन करके एज ए ह्यूमन आप कितना ज्यादा क्रिएटिव पोटेंशियल ऑप्टिमली अचीव कर सकते हैं, उससे रिलेटेड हो, उन सभी का रिफ्लेक्शन हमको न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी 2020 में देखने को मिलता है। आप स्वामी विवेकानंद के आइडियल्स को पढ़िए और उसके बाद आप पढ़िए नेशनल एजुकेशन पॉलिसी को, आपको लगेगा कि इट इज लाइक it's completely a reflection of Swami Vivekananda's ideals in the new education policy 2020. Completely a reflection of his ideals. फिर वो flexibility का ideal है, वो holistic education का ideal है, वो multidisciplinarity का ideal है, वो vocational education का है, वो mother tongue के ऊपर जो importance new education policy दे रही है कि बच्चों को mother tongue में आप सिखाइए, उसके ऊपर है। फ्रीडम के ऊपर है, फ्रीडम ऑफ चॉइस इन एवरी वे। बट देन अगेन द बॉटम लाइन इज दैट व्हाट आई हैव बीन रिपीटिंग फ्रॉम द स्टार्ट ऑफ दिस लेक्चर टुडे, एंड दैट इज दैट एवरीथिंग बॉइल्स डाउन स्टूडेंट्स टू द फैक्ट एज टू how much participative you are, how much responsibility you shoulder as a stakeholder to see that this national education policy is implemented to the T. It is implemented to the T, and this is for you to see, and this is for you to ensure. Your responsibility aap bhi lijiye. It is not just for the government, it is not just for the educators, it is also for you to see, take full charge and full responsibility and the ownership of implementing the policy. It will be implemented if there is an attitudinal change in you. It will definitely be. Otherwise things will be as they are. Nothing is going to change. So the change starts with you only. With every single individual, every single student. So please try to understand that huge responsibility that you have to shoulder. The sooner you realize, the better it would be.